You're quite a brother. I'll drive. This one's yours.
Just a little closer! Now!
Shame it had to come to this. Everything will be all right. Don't do anything rash, all right? Whitechapel, how are we doing? You look quite good with the cane. Ahem. Hand it over, if you please. Dressed in sartorial splendour. Act naturally. Wait for me. Quiet now. London belongs to the people now. We're going to take a walk, you and I. No noise, just walk.
Let's go.
I need your skills. Glad to be of service. Thank you. Don't fret, children. After you, we can depart. How are you? You look deadly with a cane. You're looking particularly lethal, Jacob.
What was that? Sounded like a knife.
Keep an eye out for Clara and the children. Careful! How are things going in Lambeth? Hold on!
Slow down.
Come on, come on!
We should get back. Come on.
Thanks. Whoa there.
Trot on.
Tell you what, please, allow me. Sometimes I rather miss Crawley. Ready for combat, Rook?
Wonder who's responsible for that.
How's our hold on the City of London? Do you think you can hold your own? Follow my lead at all times. Easy now. They're all yours. Allow me. I could use your help.
More of them!
Quiet and I won't hurt you. Giddy up! Happy to have been of service. Easy. This may get bloody. Are you willing and able? Out of my way! Knight of the Realm? Don't make me laugh.
They want to fight, do they?
Have we been able to expand our presence in Southwark?
Keep up your attack!
I've something I need you to do. Let's go for a stroll. Everything's all right now. Scream and it'll be your last.
Better late than never, eh?
I shall return. We're done here. Poor devils. We have an important job to do. Hold. Thank you, you can go. The city districts appear to finally be in some sort of order. Well done, brother of mine. Expecting a fistfight, dear brother?
First place, here I come!
That's a nicely cut suit. Draw and fire! Work to do, then. I don't think that belongs to you, does it? Sorry it had to come to this. Keep your wits about you, Rook. There's a new public transport system in town. The London General Omnibus Company. Let's go! Get off the road! You may face hand-to-hand combat. Are you ready? Stop there! Sometimes I find life in this city rather hectic. We're done. Fire! Have you got a fight in you? Halt! Be on your guard.
Slow now!
There we go. All sorted out. What are our prospects here in Southwark? How many can you take down in a fight? We have work to do. Ha! Nasty business. Stop. Come on. Follow me. I suppose you've heard. I will return. Shh. It's all right. Nice togs. Slow down. Come on! Describe the situation in Westminster. Make me proud, Rook. We may have a fight on our hands. Are you ready? We must move faster. Give me the latest news regarding the Strand. I'll take over. Onward.
Pick up the pace!
Tell me what's going on in the City of London. Don't you have a nicer outfit than that?
Move over!
Don't worry. You won't be doing this much longer. Come on, give it here. It's not worth prison. Kill them! Thank goodness you weren't killed. Look sharp. I will be back. This way. You weren't a bad brother growing up. All in all. All done. The train's ours now. May as well make ourselves at home.
It's been a hard day, but I'm well.
Have our strategies paid off in Lambeth? Slowly now. How goes the fight in Whitechapel?
Whoa, girl!
I'm on it. Hush now. Don't worry. I'll be right back. Move over. It's my turn to drive. Come along. You know what to do. On your way, then. Good work. Come on now. Wait a moment. All's well now. Take care of this. I hope you've sharpened that blade, Jacob. My turn. Do your job. I'm told Dr. Elliotson came to a bad end. I do hope you cleaned up after yourself. Thank you. Come on! Dressing down. Keep going! That'll be all. You look tired. Get some rest. I took care of everything. Anything I should know about? On your way. Whatever happens, do not panic. Let's go! Just a moment. I've got a job for you. Take them. Nice work. Easy, girl. Wait a moment. Ugly work.
I've been better. Them blighters are running me ragged.
Well done. Come. Careful with that blade. Oh, brother of mine. My turn? Oh, good. There you are. There you are. Armed with a cane. Where's the top hat?
Take the shot!
That's done with. Sorted. Slowly.
Blast it! Locked! No!
Don't look back! I had trouble catching a bus today. Did you have anything to do with that? There's a battle ahead of us. If you're up to the challenge, let's move on. Go on! Back from another escapade. Let's depart. Are you well? Let me take the reins. I don't want to hurt you. Walk. Why don't you take a break? We need to do something about your outfit. I could use a hand. Follow me. Have prices gone down yet? If you want to live, don't make a sound. What's the latest? Come on, here you are. Right as rain. I wondered what you were up to, Jacob. You look as though you've been out carousing in the more disreputable districts. Give me that. If you're hungry, find Clara O'Day and tell her Evie sent you. Those brass knuckles are a bit ostentatious, don't you think? Don't let the side down. Have a rest, brother dear. Onward. A Gurkha knife. Just like father's. And what have you got there, Let us away. Run along now. Go on. Let's not draw any attention to ourselves. I was just thinking about father. Seems such a long time ago. Any news? Give my regards to Mr. Green when you see him. Go! This next bit's mine. Any goings-on? Get them! That'll be all. Thank you. Stay here. I've got this. Come! This way. Good to see you, Jacob. Come on! I'm counting on you. Understand? Wait here. That's it. You'll be all right. Trust me. Let's do this the easy way. Is everything all right? If we're forced into a fight, will you be ready? Have everything you need for a fight? I've a job for you.
Thank you, Henry.
He will kill you!
If I shoot at his hand, no weapons allowed, and we must protect it. Perhaps I can enlist the Rooks to help me with this task. He isn't mad, Jacob. He's trying to take action. To do the right thing. Oh, never mind. I'll take it from here. I'll throw this from a safe distance and watch the cowards flee. And you're late? The pleasure is mine. The British Indies Company must not be very happy with how things are progressing. Of course, Nellie is in there somewhere. No doubt closely guarded and in mortal danger. I need to pay an urgent visit to these Hulk prison ships. Right after I find Mr. Weaversbrook's son. I could jump down off this bridge and access the train. 2 assassins' rings. Jack murdered 2 women here. 2 of Jacob's initiates.
Where are we headed?
The guards. They're Starrick's men.
We stand ready to assist you. A small matter of some villains who need to be dealt with. Come on, not this time. Be quiet, would you?
You do that.
Come, let's get above ground.
There was a slight complication.
Jacob. Taken who?
Damaged will. Just like they said. Time is of the essence, Your Highness. It's in the very top. The key to the vault. And the shroud. You can't be serious. I must clear this line of sight. Jack was one of the children we freed from the factories all those years ago. He must blame Jacob for not saving her.
Do you mind?
Let's go. A cart would get me there faster than walking.
Calm down, Miss Duke. There's business I need you to attend to. Remember that present Green gave you? It's time to use it.
An explosion at Buckingham Palace. I must warn them. I can't do this on my own.
He's collecting them like trophies.
I'll look in on you soon, Nellie, I promise. Let's hope this Nellie has news of you and can lead me to the Ripper. The Royal Mail coaches vanished when the post began to be transported by rail.
What can you tell me about the robbery?
It's here. Back to the photograph. It must be the key to solving Jacob's riddle.
There must be more.
I can't make sense of these markings from this position. Nellie told me that her friend Annie was very ill. She may have even been dead when one of Jacob's assassins assumed her identity. I must inform Abeline about what I have discovered here, which is most likely locked.
I don't see that cure arriving any time soon. I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
Lady Owers will be expecting me, and I would not want to disappoint her.
Jack won't let him live either, I suppose.
This is where Jack lived with his mother. This bears Templar insignia. I don't know how many men I will find on that boat.
The bomb's on its way. No time to waste.
Evie Frye. Mr. Dickens sent me to meet you.
I'm Evie Frye, and this is my brother Jacob. What secret passage?
I knew Ellsworth wouldn't play fair. I need to equalize the playing field. He's here. Another assassin's ring. Like the one I found on the site of Jack's first murder. There must be something more here. We're not finished yet. What a disgusting scene. Jack slit their throats. We understand, Your Highness.
Nor Italian, for that matter.
And what of you? I hope they make it out all right. On a mail convoy. Those poor girls don't look free anymore. One of the unfortunates will know where I can find Nellie. A little the worse for wear. I'm not entirely sure that's meant as a compliment. Love in a Mist. That's a pretty name. Narcissus. Self-love. I should buy a bouquet for Jacob. Do you feel your life is in danger, ma'am?
Weaversbrook Publishing. The man from the photograph at the manor, he owns his paper.
Maybe, if that man's work didn't also involve the police.
Piece of Eden. Do not be afraid. I must find a way out. But the Templars have found a new piece of Eden. I'll talk to you again when I have the shroud. Thank you for your help. Madam, Quite. You'll speak to your husband, then? Don't allow personal feelings to compromise the mission. You want the shroud to cement your own power. But what if you cannot control it? Promise you will stick to the mission. Did I never mention? The plans are somewhere nearby. Come work for us instead.
Phonetic telegraph? Sounds a bit of a mouthful. You could just call it a telephone.
Poor man, more afraid than ever. The years have not been kind.
I got here first.
I've got it, Jacob. I agree. The sooner we can get there, the quicker we can act.
Let's make sure Mr. Green made it back alive. George would do nothing of the sort. Whatever's left of the Creed would perish under your control.
Miss Thorne wants me captured. If she sees me in chains, she might let her guard down. I prefer a more subtle approach. That will do. Perhaps 2 more, just to be safe. Keep your voice down.
Mr. Darwin was right about these plants.
Are you a contemporary of Dr. Elliotson? You're a better criminal than athlete. When the photograph was taken, we stood facing a temple of Kali. Time to make myself discreet. That pile of hay will do just fine. I never did like a crowd.
No matter. The key will unlock all I need to know. This is a poor ending to one of your mystery novels, Mr. Raymond. The innocent young boy is threatened with death. I really expected much more from you, sir. I'm not moving. No chance of that. Let's all just take a deep breath, shall we?
You are going to escort me.
Another fire.
With all due respect, I think. Dr. Schwartz? No sign of Aberline. I'd do best to take the high road. I can't risk being spotted or harming a single police constable. At least 3 of the women slain by Jack the Ripper were assassins working for Jacob.
You will now escort me into the building without a fuss, correct?
It might very well be. Thank you.
Mr. Enzio Capelli, I presume? So you're responsible for the theft of your own jewels?
Yes, I'm very much mistaken. I was hypnotized by Enzio Capelli. Not a demon after all.
I'm hunting Jack the Ripper.
What's this? Jack must have left these markings for me. Meet my blade.
You should have stayed put, Miss Foster.
That cart's been run off the road. They must be driving quickly. I should go back and ask about this.
Inspector Aberline. Why exactly have you had me escorted here? Rooks! To arms!
You knew him?
This city is bigger than you will ever be!
Do let me know if he says anything interesting.
He won't be free for long, ma'am. I promise.
You don't sound too eager for the happy event. Now I'm going to do a little job of work for you. Jack's men blush for shame. For your own ladies and pale-visaged maids, like Amazons come tripping after drums. Their thimbles into armoured gauntlets change. I must take them all out. Let's get out of here. Signs of a struggle.
Impolite, and he was wrong to do so. We'd like to rectify the situation.
They must know by now that their plan was foiled. Now, to get inside the carriage and steal the letters. Someone seeing me could mean Mr. Singh's life. I must be careful. I've heard there's a popular brothel quite close to Jacob's lodgings. I should start searching for Nellie there. The accountant should be nearby. Perhaps I should check the vaults. Jacob, you can escort Mr. Singh to tonight's event. This will give you a chance to slip away from the party and find the Koh-i-Noor. I'll take care of the guards around the perimeter. Meet me at the top of the White Tower. All the while, you knew Jacob could not expose you without damning the Brotherhood. One of these women must know Nellie. Jacob wants me to track down a prostitute named Nellie. You monster. You murdered every assassin my brother turned against you and your insane creed.
Kalima Shakti Day.
No sign of the inspector. The mail carriage should arrive any minute now. Your Highness!
A red tulip.
I must hurry. So the Templars owned a house with assassin treasures stored in it, and never located them. Clearly Kenway had a strong sense of spectacle. We? I thought you preferred to stay out of field work. Shall we? This could be rather useful. I shall stun them while you get inside. Quietly, please. I'm here to collect them. I will talk to the Maharaja. You will get your head looked at. That must be the carriage. Found you. Now to find Henry.
My brother, ma'am. Jacob Frye. And this is Mr. Henry Green.
You were never good at chess either. We'll take care of it. You are not starting a gang called the Rooks.
Jacob, wait.
The same place as you, Jacob.
Back to the beginning, eh, Jack? My brother freed you from this madhouse and made you one of us. But you were broken. Too broken to be fixed, Jack. And now I must end your reign of terror.
Where is she? I said quiet, Mr. Bunbury. If that is your real name, half my work here is done. I'm here to take you to the police. That's no good. I'll have to acquire another camera.
The counterfeiters.
I've got it, Jacob. There's the carriage. Nellie must be inside the building. Where did you run off to?
Tell me then. I need your help. Join me up top. Please look after him, Miss Nightingale. My brother and I will visit soon.
Mr. Darwin will want to inspect these flowers.
Of course, Mr. Darwin. You can count on us.
Only a few of their names learned from books. I should deliver this to Mr. Darwin.
What's troubling you, sir?
Can you make it look convincing? Then let's keep our distance. Where did she go? That must be the carriage I'm after. The newspapers printed this letter 3 days before Miss Stride and Miss Eddowes were murdered. It was signed, Jack the Ripper. An assassin's ring. How are you? Mr. Green wishes to convey his apologies for forgetting his place. I will do what must be done.
That looks interesting.
Well now, I didn't ask about this. I know of your past, Miss Abramson. You grew up in a nice home too. And you really think you offer those kids a chance at freedom? That's not what that sounded like. If you really want to repent, you'll do your prison time. Cecily. I wish I could have met her. Henry, you saved it. I think you belong in the field. With me. Jacob! Be careful! Requiescat in pace. May I be of assistance? Perhaps, ma'am, you could consider putting an end to your imperialist desires. That's curious. Evie Frye! What's going on? Where am I? An assassin's ring. You're safe now. The last time Henry, my brother, and I were together was in India. 15 years ago. I must head to the back. The Templars are inflicting serious damage. Jack lived around here with his mother as a boy. That's where he's leading me. I'm all right. Really. What's your plan? I'm glad you feel that way, Your Highness. Now, to reach the White Tower. Now, to find out who's behind all this. I should be able to find the information about the stolen gold in a safety deposit box nearby. I must prepare the next ambush. Glad that's over. I could collect some samples, if you would accept my help. As amusing as all this is, I really should be getting back to work. If you need me. Not a bit. I doubt their designs on the explosives are any nobler than yours. Damn. Now I'll have to work out where they've taken it and why. Do you play? Nearly there. She's after an object of great power. She cannot be allowed to steal it. It's a fortress. I don't suppose you have any friends there? It'll be ever more pleasant for your absence. Just on my way out, actually. I found the Piece of Eden. There are copies. Where? Whatever it gives, it takes from someone else. You'd continue to age without me. You'd become like father. Your Majesty, what is this place? And on that note, we must depart. Hello, boys. Got it. There you are. The entrance to Brewster's lab. Mr. Aberline. Perhaps we can harness the gangs after all. This will go more smoothly if I avoid killing anyone. Quiet down, Mr. Linton. Apologies, but the sergeant wants a word. Quiet, Mr. King. Oh. I don't feel well. Lots of guards. Predictable patrol routes. Thorn may already be inside. Better stick to the shadows. That's good, Alec. But you can't go round to every household in London town. Henry, what was that? I better check on the driver. Not the brightest of the bunch, are you? Mr. Darwin was right about these plants. Those are the young initiates Jacob brought to train with the Brotherhood. Tim, Clara, and... what did we call him? Jack the lad. Reckless and roguish. Much like my brother. Lady Owers, whoa! Nellie, I'm so sorry. This chap might lead me to the demon. Yes, I will surrender to the police. It's over, Jacob. I'm here. Let's see if Jack is paying a visit to his captives. Jack! What's happening to me? I'm going to have to scare off this lot if I want to investigate in peace. That doesn't make me want to let you go. I'd understand better if you weren't resorting to theft. Nothing here. Another assassin artifact. While you're out and about, do attempt not to destroy modern medicine or the London Transportation Network. The plans are located in the White Drawing Room. Your indiscretion at the Bank of England caused British currency to nearly collapse, and I'll take advantage of the confusion. Ready? Inspector Aberline will know where to find him. Only a few more to destroy. I will find your son and bring him home, sir. But first you must come with me. Now. If they'd throw down their barkers, I might not have to kill them. Jack's trail of death continues. Mr. Hammond, I believe? That vile sadist was working for the Ripper. But there's no sign of Jack here. Oh, Jacob, you did not intend to breed this monster. But he is ours to destroy. What good will that do? He thinks you've gone mad. There's no choice. I have to take him down. We've got dynamite planted near the convoy's ambush location. Jack must have left her assassin's ring here somewhere. Jack must have climbed over the tracks after slitting Long Liz's throat. And then he took his time with Katie. The train is too far. I'll need to catch up by carriage. Jack posed each of his victims like some macabre masterpiece he wanted Jacob and the world to admire. He succeeded. We'll do our best. We've got a problem. We aren't the only ones seeking him out. It would make London safer. No loose ends. Now, to decouple the locomotive and create a diversion. I might want reinforcements to deal with this. Now to destroy the crates! No one is getting their hands on this hellfire! Frederick Aberline would like a word. Quiet down, you'll give someone a fright.
A history of the London assassins. Bolt holes, vaults, a hidden key. This is it.
If this is a Templar stronghold, it won't get any easier. But don't worry, we'll stay well away from Miss Lucy.
Crawford.
I'm glad I could help. Now it's time to shut down Starrick's empire of propaganda. Piece of Eden detonated and took the lab with it. This looks familiar. Hello, Clara. I was just going to check on Lambeth since the asylum's closing. What brings you here? Henry? The plans you stole, where are they? You're late. Starrick is making his move. The Piece of Eden is somewhere inside Buckingham Palace. To be found on top of Big Ben. This ring carries the symbol of the Templar Order.
Murder at Oa's Manor. Carly the Destroyer. I gave this to you on your last visit to India.
In more ways than one, we have both helped to create a monster. Give me a moment. I should send a few of these fellows packing. And I have just the thing. Please evacuate the garden!
You certainly scrub up well.
The police. Shush.
What now, Raymond? You find yourself on a roof with nowhere to go. You're relentless.
Miss Nightingale, do you know where they might have gone?
Mr. Darwin's condition is stable. You may move him now.
That's one less to worry about.
I'll get the dynamite while you find a safe place to hide. Just act naturally. Evie Frye, sir. It's a pleasure. We'll do our best. Do you miss India? Perhaps your efforts simply need more time, sir. I believe this is yours.
Perhaps the legend is true and he does have giant claws.
Looks like he ran this way.
To hell with your right and necessary.
This is where Miss Eddowes breathed her last. Humiliated and degraded by Jack. He wanted to punish my brother. Pills. And more markings left by Jack. These old Navy ships were hulked out to hold prisoners until they were assigned a convict ship leaving for the colonies. So this is where Jack keeps his quarry. Jacob? Is that you? I said quiet.
And you would look a right tit in it.
I don't see anything here. I can't believe they've kept all of this. The captain of the guard will have a key.
Oh dear. Smells worse than the river at low tide. The next bomb must contain the right formula.
Let us hope Jack has not found you yet, Mr. Weaversbrook. Quiet. Sergeant Abeline says hello. This is... My God, this is Michel Rouge's vault.
He was an assassin. Father had one of his books. Legend says he found some fabulous treasure near Bath that drove him mad. He locked it away beneath London, in a vault that could only be opened by a set of special musical boxes.
I shall go and find the Piece of Eden.
Father would be proud of you.
Must I pummel you severely about the head and shoulders? Or can we simply talk?
You people and your damn dynamite. When does it happen?
I don't believe you.
2 rings. For 2 assassins. Blood splatters. Just in time. That caused quite a commotion. Jack wanted to be sure I'd find these rings. 2 women in one night. The monster. I think it's time to depart. I should see if he has any other information. I need to talk to the prostitutes, if I hope to find Nellie. Get lost! They're shipping this to India. It can't be. They're creating a biological weapon. I must destroy them. He rushed off before I could catch up to him. I'm sorry, but we need to find him before he puts your life at more risk than he already has.
I have to spike one to the ground.
I assure you we've never met. It's surprising that you haven't already searched the Kenway house.
An entire vault, filled with assassin history, left behind once again.
Mr. Bailey, I am Miss Frye. Consider me an ally to your cause. Father would have wanted us to listen. Time to deploy the diversion.
Charming.
Yes, a friend.
I don't require any company, and Mr. Green is following up on some leads of his own. Lucy Thorne is expecting a shipment tonight. She's Starrick's expert in the occult. I'm nearly certain she is receiving the Piece of Eden Sir David Brewster mentioned.
Of course he'd arrive in that.
Where is Mr. Green's shop located? It was marked on Father's map.
Jacob, stop!
We accept. Mr. Bell, allow me to help you with your fuses. I believe at a minimum you need a body.
I've got you!
Well, I'm not sure what I expected. Oh, Jacob, where are you? I know you're not dead. I can feel it in my bones. Empty. Only another assassin could have found this hiding place. I grieve with you. But would your wife want to see your hands stained with the blood of so many? You're not the only one with a grudge against the Blighters. If this Billy sounds the alert, some of Jack's men will abandon ship and leave me room to work. I should see to it that the guard sounds the alert. There you are. This isn't about me. Quiet down.
And what do you suggest we do if our #1 source of information turns up dead?
Charming.
I need to be quick. Another one over there!
Best laid plans.
A perfectly good Templar too, his brother was.
You probably deserve it!
Are you the best the Order has to offer? What has become of this borough? I'll leave you here. Can you check over there? You'll have to distract her while I replace the diamond. There's always too much work to do.
Yes. I will steal money for you.
Call me Atropos. The kettle is still warm.
I will do as you say, Jack.
Until I find you and send you to your own special hell.
Fear not! I will free you as soon as I find a way.
Control yourself, Evie. This message was intended first for my brother. You won't have the chance to scream, "Save me," let alone pay Kaylock a visit. Now, Mr. Hughes, it's not the time to play hide-and-seek. And destruction of public property. I must be on the right track. I should return and find out about this.
What do you mean? Where's Jacob?
Fear is a powerful weapon. It makes us irrational and tears us apart. Jack crafted those letters to do just that. We can't let him win. Oh, Jack. You were an assassin, yes. But we have never been the same. That is why your memory must be erased for all time.
You have no idea who that is, do you? But with the greatest respect, our philosophy forbids us from assisting with the expansion of the Empire.
Robberies in London are hardly supernatural events.
And so I am delighted to announce to you all today that we shall be taking on even more poor unfortunates in due course.
Where's Jack? Where's the Ripper? The British Indies Company will stop at nothing. The Ripper slaughtered Elizabeth Stride, just around the corner. If I don't deal with them, this gold will never leave English waters. I need to investigate the scene of a double murder. We are happy to help. If I pin one down with a spike, the rest will flee. Whatever it is, it can't be good. And where is this gold located? You're not going to like what I have to tell you, Your Highness. Brinley Ellsworth is behind the attacks. I need to find a higher viewpoint. If I am to decipher Jack's message, I must find Nellie. Strange. I've never seen those kinds of crates before.
I don't care.
Where did they go? Nellie is in grave danger. I should scare some more information out of Jack's lieutenants. If I can find one. Where were we?
I believe these will be of interest to you, Your Highness.
You can depend on us.
Quickly now. Keep your money. You're going to need it.
Something only we can see.
Have you discovered what else is in that shipment?
Tell me why you've got the blighters after you. That's the spirit. Come on, Alec.
It's a blessing that you employ your genius for the common good, Alec.
Where's the hidden laboratory?
I do not. Well, perhaps you have nothing better to do, but I'm busy protecting the assassins.
If only.
But is that a permanent solution? Be careful. Thank you, Your Majesty. Someone has to.
You're very welcome, Mr. Bell.
What a way to go.
Tell me why you attacked the trader.
That's what I'm trying to find out. Do you mind if I tag along? We are not apes. Mr. Darwin will want to hear about this. So you want me to find a prostitute named Nellie? Thanks, Jacob. That should be easy in a borough with 100 brothels. Damn! I mustn't lose her.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Evie and Jacob Frye. And as of this moment, you all work for us.
It's your case file that I'm following up on, Miss Graves. And we're the ones putting an end to it. I doubt you can escape me.
No, just the voices in your own head. I can't let these fires take hold. Just one more minute and we should be safe.
Yes. I'm so very, very tired.
That new revolver would sure be of use right about now.
You! What do you think you're doing?
You very cleverly puzzled that one out. A very unpleasant crime. Perfect for one of Mr. Raymond's penny dreadfuls.
That's why we're here.
The key to the waltz is one must lead with one's right foot.
Take the reins. I can handle them. Your Highness, you can't be serious. Oh, I'd rather enjoy a sit-down. But duty calls. What's that man done?
Now help me, Frederick. No one must ever know that Jack the Ripper was an assassin.
What was it the inspector said? It's hell out there, Miss Frye. It can change a man. Stealing organ pipes, what else? This should belong to the assassins. A mistake I intend to rectify immediately. Now that I've heard this, I should ask the others some questions.
And you believe this is no coincidence? You think Jacob is dead?
Rest in peace now, Jack. You and your twisted acolytes. More of Jack's games. There must be other messages for me. Not sure those children would agree.
Would you care to tell me your plans?
I do not believe I've had the pleasure of meeting a Mr. Hammond.
Charming. Now tell me, why were you at that house?
He's gone. I must report back to Mr. Singh immediately. You've been unmasked, Ellsworth. Give up. We'll need to hold them back until the captain can get the boat moving again. I must get rid of these pursuers. The gold must be found. We have to convince him to act quickly, or he'll be in deeper waters than he already is.
Wait here, Mr. Weaversbrook.
I will be back with good news before you know it.
This bomb will strike fear in their hearts.
I better be discreet. I don't want them to hurt Nellie. This is it. We've got them now. I'm listening. Looks like Lady Oa's thugs have taken over the place. No doubt he's gloating in the shadows. The monster.
I think we can afford to spend a little time here. Quite the contrary. It's nice to have the company.
Then we both have our own affairs to attend to.
Take deep breaths. They're gone.
I will take that one too.
Ram their cart!
Actually.
Come on!
Yes, she said the others took tonic, but it didn't work. What do you need?
Here's the list. Miss,
You mean that cart?
It's for the best, isn't it? I'm starting to think Father didn't know everything about everything.
Jacob's most likely off stealing another carriage somewhere, or accidentally pushing the Queen down a flight of stairs. The assassin watching over London? Did you not listen the first 3 times? Keep your flywheel.
You'll need a plan of attack. You caught them off guard today. It won't happen a second time.
You now have the chance to join our ranks. We welcome all who would stand up to Starrick and his cutthroats.
This is also part of Jack's message. Perhaps another twisted reminder that my brother groomed him.
My move, is it? Well, dead centre never loses. He travelled extensively, so it's possible. But if he did, he kept it a closely guarded secret. I would like you to be quiet.
I have a feeling the police won't be nearly so impressed. We'll see about that.
Quiet, Mr. Harley.
And what plan is that? You're the one with the grand ideas. The gangs, the fights, even the outfits you'll wear. Perhaps you should lead the way.
There you are.
I do hope Mr. Green made it back safely.
Looks like I'll have to ask someone where the plans are.
I will wait here.
Is this really how a policeman should carry himself?
This is as good a place as any to start looking for a prostitute named Nellie. It's the closest brothel to Jacob's lodgings in any case.
Where is she?
Kill her and Jack will be forced to show himself.
Now your customers can get this from Florence Nightingale for a reasonable fee.
No time for plans. I'll catch up as soon as I'm rid of this infernal contraption. These letters never reach their destinations. How sad. I, too, hope to meet a man who will fake his own death and arrange my abduction just to see if I can be trusted. These makeshift guards are only hypnotized innocents.
Stop squeezing people of every last penny and we'll talk. Your services have landed more people in the poorhouse than not.
I wish Father could have seen this.
My name is Evie Frye. I'm here to help. They weren't yours to keep.
What do you propose?
What about any reports? We must get them out of there before the fire takes them.
We're at a disadvantage, sir. Too many innocents nearby. I'll snatch away the explosives before continuing the hunt. But I believe we have encountered one genuine spirit.
Yes, you're safe. You don't have to worry anymore.
He's inside my head. My fear bomb will have them scurry away like frightened mice, while I watch from the shadows. Those thugs won't be a problem, but we still don't understand why they tried to frame you. Now to fetch the gold from the carriage. Good plan. I should follow these traces. I need to get back to Mr. Singh. I need to find Mr. Singh. Right. You have prepared a second ambush. Those letters should be inside the train. What happened? That is a lot of blood.
Definitely not what you think.
I had heard something of the sort. But you're right. The Kohinoor should be returned to Lahore. It's time you went home. I'll hide in the carriage alone.
Hush. At least you're honest about it. I think this is it.
That makes getting in a challenge.
What if I smuggle the plates back into the bank? Well done, Jacob.
You stay focused on the transmitter. I'll keep watch.
Yes.
Let's. Onward to London. First for a bird's eye view. Can't be too careful.
Mrs. Disraeli? Evie Frye. I believe you know my brother, Jacob. I really don't...
Of course it is. Get Miss Nightingale to look at that. I must find the vault before Starrick secures the shroud.
Nothing here.
And to you, Your Highness. Mr. Starrick, you've had your fun. But the game is over.
That's Plato. And I am sorry this doesn't involve anything you can destroy. Father was right, he never approved of your methods.
Jacob?
Is this serious?
It appears to be broken.
Now to return to Mr. Green. Now is not the time for tourism, Jacob. Now's the time to find Henry Green. I've always been the quicker climber, haven't I?
Who's Kaylock? Henry Green said that you could help us go unnoticed. And what evidence are you holding this man?
We lost another patient, Doctor.
Keep going. The view from up here looks magnificent.
I believe you have a new location to investigate.
A shipping ledger, detailing the money they're diverting to line their own pockets.
Not again! Apologies. No time for chivalry. I'm afraid I need this carriage.
But these are crude and ugly, made with dark intent, for an even darker purpose. More signs? What am I not seeing?
That is quite the welcoming committee.
I bet you know Clara.
And in all your time in London, you didn't go and have a look around? Weren't even a little curious? Ugly business. But one more should be enough to convince Mrs. Disraeli. You're coming with me, King.
Jack is dead.
Another one? We need to go faster. They're catching up.
He's very weak. We shouldn't move Mr. Darwin until I have seen to his wounds.
I'm afraid he was intercepted, sir, in Germany. However, I have recovered the fossil. Who put you up to this? Why are you spreading slander about Mr. Darwin's theories? I'm dismantling your propaganda press. I need you to be honest with a friend of mine. It'll all be over in the blink of an eye.
Jacob!
No one can ever know that Jack the Ripper is an assassin. The Ripper's terror. You think they were targeted?
Will you ever return?
Yes. I'm so very, very tired. Trust me.
Jack the Ripper's dead.
This is how you get your jollies?
You monster.
Tread delicately around Parliament. I believe I should pay a return visit to someone. Jack's mother was murdered by Starrick's men while acquiring weapons for my brother.
Jack must have been 10.
Where are you, Jacob? What can you tell me about the letters?
Well enough to kill him.
It seems your lobbying is having some effect, at least. But who would have sent them? Perhaps this plan could use a bit more thought.
Yes, just a dream. Or so I think.
Listen to me! Jacob knows I can't overpower him. I need to get behind him.
No, let's not end this partnership just yet. I'm on the right path. He's around here somewhere.
I'll drive.
More blood splatter.
No use. I need to try a different approach.
Annie Chapman was murdered near a cemetery in Whitechapel. Time to put the fear of God into them.
Where to now? Those coppers won't believe their eyes.
Of irises?
Yes. Does shipping and selling narcotics sound familiar?
That's right.
Are you certain that it works? Right. Let's get out of here. Freeing future generations from a city ruled by Templars. You know, Jacob Frye, you might just be right. Back on track.
Jacob, stop it!
The plans. The mission. Did they hurt you?
Perhaps not the very centre.
Sir Jacob Frye. People can learn. London must be freed to provide a better future for all of its citizens.
Jacob, stop!
This doesn't look good at all. I better find the driver.
Unfortunately. What is Jacob trying to say? We loved old Nellie.
It's a symbol. What were the bard's words?
She's getting away!
Where did she go? Damn it!
Whoa! 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 Did I just lose a wheel?
Come on, Evie. The game must have relevance to these odd markings. Good day, Inspector. Thank you for your discretion. If I pin one down with a spike, the rest will come running. Right. Let's do this. Mesmerism as a criminal enterprise was not a bright idea. Polluting the Thames with chemical waste is not the break you're looking for.
Stop that!
I can't believe Jacob's managed to shatter the entire economy. Father was right. He acts in haste and repents not at all.
But where is the shroud?
The plans are lost.
My brother and I will make sure that you can continue your work in peace.
Thank you.
You are the worst Templar I have ever encountered.
She must have tossed it away during the struggle. A desperate act to protect the Brotherhood.
My mind is blank, save for the glint of a silver object, the toll of a bell, and a presence of some sort.
Noughts and crosses. Jacob and I have played 1,000 times.
Innocent lives hang in the balance. They depend on this city.
Henry took it for research. I am confident that the vault is ours. You know very well. Tracking down the Piece of Eden. What's the plan?
That's that, then?
Now, what's happening with the fellow who's following Agnes?
I wonder what the other suspects will say to this.
What low standards.
Jacob!
Don't you think that's a little risky? I hope she's more intrigued than she is appalled. He did say that we'd not seen the last of the spring-heeled villain. Impressive.
Enough, Jack. Your legend may scare children, but it has no teeth without you.
I must follow Jack through the looking glass. To Lambeth Asylum.
Am I losing my mind?
A common comb.
Don't be absurd. This is dangerous. They're certainly putting a strong effort into protecting this gold.
The women who walk these streets at night all share the same miserable fate. One of them will help me find Nellie.
This will terrify them.
Now, to get inside the carriage and steal the letters, we need to know what the British Indies Company wants with the stolen Punjabi gold. I need something more challenging.
I must take Jack by surprise. It will take my most powerful blows to kill this monster. This Lady O might be the lead Jacob wanted me to follow.
Dynamite. That will be useful.
Do you treat all your friends this way? Wait here, please. This will suffice.
Jacob's off marauding. There is a vacancy. Should you desire to broaden your horizons?
Jacob, you've really put your foot in it now. What transpired from the new line you're establishing? I sent Roth's men a message. You and your family are safe. We could simply destroy his transmitters. You got yourself in. I trust you can get yourself out again. What's my brother done this time? Madam, you must convince your husband to rein in the police. This investigation into Lord Cardigan's murder has become an exercise in overreach and brutality.
Me too. Would it be possible to continue where we left off?
Now for the vault.
I have had enough.
I've seen your handiwork across the city. Perhaps you should trust my judgment.
Mrs. Disraeli, we have discovered that there is something inside Buckingham Palace that could threaten the...
Now that we've finished with that distraction... It's not time for that yet. I'm Evie Frye, and this is my brother, Jacob Frye.
The churning seas of London. It's just the way Father described.
Now, to find Henry Green and formulate a plan of attack against the Templars.
Who are all these people? If there's anything else I can do to help. George, honestly, I've studied the plans of the laboratory and have every route covered. Chat later, George. We've a train to catch. Jacob.
The Ripper has struck again.
A friend of Mr. Karl Marx. Now please, let me focus.
That should do it.
How convenient. If I find this Billy, he'll send half of Jack's crew away, while I sneak aboard and save our young journalist. I always drew a circle dead centre, before inevitably beating you, brother.
And what is your purpose in all this? You've got a complaint. Take it up with the police.
Let's stay calm, shall we? No need to do anything rash. I must get them out quickly.
The danger's past. There's no need to leave, sir.
These footprints must belong to a rogue gardener.
An organisation my brother and I have been fighting all our lives. Dr. Elliotson was one of them.
Let me know what you find.
You're coming with me!
I'll need to verify this with the shopkeeper.
You will make reparations for your crimes and liberate the innocents you've used. Boss, Jack was provoking my brother. And I've never seen Jacob back down from a fight. Ways. It sounds as though the Chief Warder is planning a hanging. A message for me. The monster is going to lead me right to him, Inspector. He blames Jacob. This is where Jack ripped the life from Miss Chapman's breast. The second victim of his hideous crimes. I must get to the station before Agnes does. I believe I should re-interrogate a witness. A tragedy. But he may still possess the information I require.
Who?
In the basement. That is where Jack will spring his final trap.
You'll have his head, even if it costs me mine.
Strike fear into their hearts. Jack's terror over the prostitutes in London has to end. Make haste. They're everywhere. Stay quiet if you want to stay alive.
What took you so long? That should keep them quiet for a while. About that second shot.
How may we help?
This is it. The gold must be inside. Now to sneak it out of here. We can't just barge in and steal the crown jewels.
Poor man. I hope he finds some kind of peace. That must be the explosives. No sign of Mr. Morris yet, though.
The Shroud of Eden is supposed to heal even the gravest injury. If the assassins had found something like this, surely Father would have known.
That's settled then. Britain lives to see another day.
If he believes that will stop us, he is mistaken.
Poison! I'm sure Mr. Bell will find this most interesting. That was far too close. Something much more important.
What good is a key if you don't know what lock it opens?
I'll just borrow this camera then, shall I?
We're going to need a plan.
Nothing.
The city belongs to the people. You are but one man.
And then we're finished.
No.
Oh, like the way that you rallied those card players at the Oakbrook Tavern into the river.
I suppose.
I would like a 7-inch flywheel, please. Where? All right. Thank you, officer. Wait! You need to alert the local constable. Send as many men as you can to the old Hulk prisons.
Henry. The plans you stole. Where are they? I've been tricked. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Honestly, I expected more from your profession.
Come quietly, Miss Graves.
This is why you aren't in charge. Don't worry, Jacob. He won't know it's coming. Keep your mouth closed and this will be over before you know it. I've got to stay on top of this. Come on. 30 seconds and we should be stopped.
Better hurry now. You can find me here afterwards.
Oh. I don't feel well.
I'll ensure Dr. Schwartz's safety and make sure you get that fossil.
I have a good reason for doing this. I hope.
Yes. I am so very, very tired.
How nice to see you again, Mr. Dickens. Is it time for another of the Ghost Club stories?
Nothing, Inspector. Nothing happened here.
Shut your mouth.
I haven't put as much thought into it as you.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions. You'll be fine, Mr. Bacchus. But no matter how hard you try to escape, that simply isn't legal. Just try to breathe.
He has other things to attend to. Well, that was a problem, you see. One must not allow personal feelings to compromise one's mission.
Jacob, resist him!
Then I shan't keep him waiting.
It does sound intriguing.
Of course.
Monster.
You damn monster!
Let me see what I can find out. The Templar seal. What are they up to now?
Jacob.
Understood.
My pleasure.
They've certainly let the Royal Guard go.
A herbarium? Are you collecting flowers for someone?
Fear not, Mr. Marks. I'll look after you.
I will catch the Ripper, Inspector. But first you must help me find Weaversbrook before he does.
Stay behind the lectern, Mr. Marks. This is what I'm here for.
Settle down.
I'm not quite sure. Something only we can.
A little. Enough to pass as a genteel young lady if I need to.
If I were to bring you evidence of police misdeeds, would you speak to your husband about withdrawing his support for the investigation? Please tell me again where we are going.
1847.
Well, once I'm inside, I'll find someone who knows where the papers are stored.
Gunman on the rooftop!
Climb up, Your Highness.
Oh, you are welcome. I hope some good comes of it, despite Mr. Gladstone's vitriol.
And you are?
Their carriages are easily damaged!
You're not aiming high enough. Starrick has influence in every branch of society. We need to match him.
We will free London from Starrick. You have my word.
Which is why Mr. Green has asked you to set up a free line.
I really must tell Bob not to make any more improvements on the train.
I'm coming!
Oh, Jack. You were an assassin, yes, but we are not the same. And that is why your memory must be erased for all time.
I have to get out of here, now.
That really isn't necessary. I have been repairing your mistakes. Too much haste is too little speed.
Sounds like you'd be in your element, my dear.
Just concentrate on escaping, please. Pleasant dreams. You just worry about you.
Here we go again.
Here, the location of the vaults, go! My only lead is this mysterious buyer. What are you doing here? You're not getting away that easily.
Not what I'm looking for.
That is disgusting. Well done, Alec. A lesson in how not to get your hands dirty.
True, but murder does.
It is. From my father.
Yes, well, best of luck with that.
You will have to rendezvous with your fellow conspirators soon enough.
Too close. I need to put an end to these upstart Templars and quickly. I'm actually rather busy. What's the plan? Poor Agnes. I'll see to this immediately. I need to find a way out of here. Henry was right. I should show him what I found. This is where they're hiding that elusive sleeping gas. These crates can't leave London. I could have sworn I heard a second shot. I'll see what I can find out.
I should take the Maharaja's carriage.
A piece of the royal jewels? Whatever for, the train should be here soon.
Are you coming? What's he done this time?
Glad we've averted catastrophe, Sergeant. Although it's Jacob who should be thanking me.
Right then.
Move faster if you can.
It is time to lay down your head, Sir David Brewster.
I will continue your experiment. That should keep you busy while I head into your lab.
What a wonderful use of your time. Follow me around asking obvious questions.
Jump over! Go!
Race you to the highest vantage point.
I need to speak to Frederick Aberline. This is an emergency.
You're going to lose again.
All set. Making this formula could be rather useful.
Nothing is happening.
This will take forever on foot. Perhaps I should find a cart.
Now to secure those supplies Miss Nightingale requested.
Not your average flower.
Calm yourself. I've got you now. You're safe.
That's unusual.
Hoping I'd cause your death, no doubt.
The madhouse. Lambeth Asylum. Jack lures me through the looking glass. Got it. Looks like the plates aren't far.
A heavily guarded warehouse. I wonder what they're heavily guarding.
You're making too much noise.
I wonder what other witnesses would say about that.
Perhaps we may work together more closely for your cause in the future. Jacob Frye stepping back. Who's blackmailing you? Is it George?
An interesting challenge. We accept.
Shh. Don't be afraid.
We must take action. But it will not be possible without your help.
If the train slows down near the station, I might be able to catch it. I'll take care of it. Henry will want to hear of this. Is that Brinley Ellsworth? It can't be. I need to get a better look. I must climb aboard that train. This is where the gold is located. Henry will want these. Don't be ridiculous. His Highness said you found the British Indies Company headquarters. You were quite impressive out there, if I may say. I need to get rid of these guards before Ellsworth gets here.
If we must, we must. Well, the sergeant knows who you are. You may want to rethink your connections.
I'd hide mine in a library. There must be something here from Kenway's time.
Brewster is also no more. A secret laboratory. Well, well. Perhaps I can aid this interrogation.
If that's not enough to convince Marianne, I don't know what is.
Jacob! Why didn't you dispose of the gunman? What?
What did you do? Damn it. Frye. Evie Frye. That part will not be a problem.
No. Will you wear it?
And we mended it!
Let us return to locating the piece of Eden. Splendid. We'll need focused aid.
You're going to be just fine.
Why were you following us?
Only 10 seconds left. Damn, another fire. These damn fires keep cropping up.
I've saved them.
My mind is blank, save for the glint of a silver object, the toll of a bell, and a presence of some sort.
Some quiet would be much appreciated. Sure, if you'd just come with me first. Well, perhaps your friend can come visit you in jail then.
Don't allow personal feelings to compromise the mission. What a mistake. Henry knows a few dealers in stolen goods. Let's see if one of them's developed an interest in rare medicine. Locked. I'll separate the bomb from the other cars.
We were very worried about you, sir.
Stand back, Doctor.
Shall we?
Don't force me to kill you. You can't escape. You must realize that.
How very poetic.
You took something from a pawn shop.
There must be something somewhere.
I studied the history we recovered from the Kenway Mansion's hidden room. I'm off to a certain monument.
I believe I should re-interrogate a suspect. You take one, I'll take the other. Ready? The accountant should be here somewhere.
We need to find out who's behind all of this. and why the Templars and the British Indies companies have joined forces.
The place is crawling with Templars. I've got to secure the perimeter.
Take my place!
Of course. Apologies, Your Highness. Stay with Henry.
Yes. What happened to these men?
We have to find another way in. Henry will want these. Here we go again.
You, with me. Stay hidden until I call.
Yard. Guard quarters. Brewster's laboratory. This is where the Piece of Eden will be located.
I'll keep those ones alive until they take me to our destination. Some very determined individuals.
Then let's unseize it.
The leader of the Blighters? You're not going?
What explosion?
What a pity. But no deviations from the mission.
Where is Brewster's laboratory? All reconnaissance pointed straight here. Can you dispose of them before I reach the cart?
Jacob! Enough, Jacob!
You're a shrewd negotiator. I really must be going.
Well, where is he?
Could he be referring to an unfortunate woman?
I'm on my way, Sir David. Lovely view. No explosion. What is this?
Jacob! Help!
Indeed. I'm eager to find out myself.
I hope Mrs. Israeli has another one of those. Blast! I'll need a new camera. This would be faster with a cart.
They're barely standing now. I leave these dunderpates to you.
The world doesn't need more anger in it, Mr. Fowler. Well, your workplace shortcuts are making a whole bunch of people sick, Mr. Chase.
There. As if they were never taken. These fires won't put themselves out.
Mr. Darwin will want to hear about this. Correct. Now tell me, why have you attacked the newsboy?
Not me. Face him. I'll recover. Fight on without me.
How may we help?
I'm certain Mr. Dickens and Mr. Darwin would like to know of their friend's good fortune. Let's pretend that I believe you. Tell me who made you do it.
Stand back, Charles.
Tell you what, do your rounds as usual. If he appears, I'll keep an eye on him. When we return, pull him into the train.
Leave it to me, Your Majesty.
Steady, Prime Minister. I'll have you free in a moment.
Out with it.
Evie Frye.
Wait there! You can go. You all right?
Your instructions. May the Father of Understanding guide you.
Let me handle this. You're looking in fine fettle, Jacob. I require your help. How are we faring in the Strand? Been doing a little banking, have we, Jacob? There you go. I have some work for you.